भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। प्रज्ञानां सुप्रतानैः स्थिरचरनिकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पुनरपि धिषणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुं मायया भोजयन्नो मायासङ्ख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि। यो विश्वात्मा विदिजविषयान् प्राश्यभोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् स्वमतिविभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पात्वसौ न स्तुरीयः। We saw the first mantra Om ityetadaksharam idam sarvam tasya upavyakhyanam. I think somebody's sound is creating noise because of the thing is not on mute. भूतं भवद् भविष्यदिति सर्वम् ओंकार एव यच्चान्यत्रिकालातीतं तदप्योंकार एव. So Om, which is the Akshara, is all this, and its Upavyakhyanam, its very close commentary, Samipataya Vyakhyanam, is given here. What is that? Everything of past, present and future is all Om, and anything beyond Yaccha Anyat Trikalatītam, that which is beyond 3 periods of time, is also Omkara. In other words, what is in time and beyond time, in Kala and beyond Kala, in Desha and beyond Desha, everything is Brahma. Everything is Om. Now, yesterday a couple of things had come, so I would like to just recap some of those ideas and maybe do some vichara. When it was said that the Vachya is not different from Vachaka means the object is not different from its name, and all names are included in Om. Therefore, all objects are nothing but Om. This is what we saw yesterday. So now a question may come that we don't have such Vyapti that whatever is the name, that is that object. Let's say the object is bitter neem. So when I utter the word bitter neem, I don't get bitterness. If the object is chili, when I utter that word, my tongue doesn't get burnt. Or when I say fire, I don't feel hot in my mouth. So Shabda doesn't give Anubhava. Artha gives Anubhava. So how do you say Shabda itself is Artha? Artha is not different from Shabda. Just because yesterday it was said तच्च अभिधानम प्राणादि शब्द विशेषात्मकम ओंकार विकार भूतम. अभिधानम प्राणादि विशेष आत्मकम ओंकार विकार भूतम. ओंकार अतिरेकेण न संभवति. देयरफॉर ओंकार इज ऑल. And all vak, akaro vai sarva vak. So all objects are nothing but the speech, and all speech is nothing but that Om. So when this question is there, I told you yesterday also how we should think that when we say name, first of all, what we are referring to is not only name but the thought associated with it also. And in that, when we think of an object, whatever is associated with that object, it already comes to our mind. Means all the guna of that object, all the attributes of that object we think of. So when it is said Shabda Atirikta Artha Abhave, Shabda Atirikta Artha is not there, means other than how we have understood that object, other than that, I don't comprehend the object. Means even if that object is in front of me, or I am experiencing with my all sense organs, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, everything, that experience is only translated in the form of thoughts. and my interaction, ahankara, is interacting with those thoughts alone, not with the external object as such. External objects role is to provide thoughts, and ahankara refers to thoughts when it is communicating, discussing about that object. So when I am sitting in my room, if I describe an elephant, I don't have elephant in front of me, but whatever I have learnt of that elephant, that description is enough for me. That is available to me for vyavahara. So when I discuss about that elephant, when I describe anything, those thoughts are my basis, whether that object is in front of me or not. So those thoughts, they are in the form of shabda for me. That's why it is said, other than words, it is nothing. This is one way of understanding. And the other way is that the objects are nothing but an effect, and effect is nothing but cause in a different form, and therefore cause alone is real, effect is only a name. And therefore that object, which is nothing but an effect, is nothing but name alone. So in this way, we have to explain to ourselves, when it is said shabda atirikta artha abhave, other than word there is no object. And I hope you have convinced yourself of this, because when we convince ourselves in this way, then the later teaching is available to us. Okay, now let us see further. So page number, another thing. In Vedanta, we say that the object, when it is available, external object or internal object, that object is already in the form of a combination. And that combination is of a real and an unreal entity. It is not a combination of two real entities. Satya and Anrita. Satyandrite mithuni kritya. Bahya object idam and antar object aham. Aham idam mamedam. Whatever kind of vyavahara that we do, it is a combination of two things available inseparably. And that real thing is Sanmatra, which is what was said in the same line on previous page 11 in Tika, 7th line from bottom. Nirvikalpam Sanmatram Vastu Vachya Vachaka Vibhaga Shunyam. So that Nirvikalpa Sanmatra Vastu is there, which is real, and in that there is superimposition of unreal. And how do we say that? So in support of that, those quotations were given. Vacharambanam vikaro namadheyam tadasyedam vachatantya nama birdamabhihi sarvam sitam, etc. So this Sanmatra Vastu is the real entity. And all Karya Vastu, we say, it is not there in its Swarupa itself. That's why there is Swarupa Adhyasa and then Sansarga Adhyasa. So the unreal objects are first lent existence, then they become mixed with the Sat, the reality, and they appear as a real thing which is different from Sat. See, two things will be there. One is unreal becomes real. Second is what it is that I am not going to experience, I am going to experience something else. How? So that classical example is of snake and rope. Rope is real. There is no such thing called snake. So snake gets existence from rope. One thing. Okay. Snake could appear as rope. No. Snake will appear, snake which is different from rope, taking existence from rope, it will not allow me to see rope. And it will appear there as a real snake. So instead of real rope, unreal snake becomes real snake. So from real rope to unreal snake to real snake. This is what happens. Until I discover real rope, I will remain confused. So in the same way here also, in the external world and in the internal world or identity, until I discover myself as Atma, and that same Atma appearing as this creation, Brahma, until that happens, I will not be able to enjoy the reality. Means the Sukham will not be there. Okay. This we should remember. In other words, those who have attended Brahma Sutra, or those who know about Brahma Sutra, that introduction is valid for all texts. As I explained in brief earlier, also I had explained when I introduced this text. So keep this much in mind. Now let us see on page number 12 in Tika, second line from bottom. Shrutim Vyachaste. In Tika. Shrutim Vyachaste. So Bhagavan Bhashyakar, he does Vyakhyanam of Shruti in Bhashya. Yadidam iti. Yadidam arthajatam abhideya bhutam tasya abhidhana avyatirekat. Yad idam. So now you know why I gave all this introduction, because it is useful now. Yad idam arthajatam. Arthajatam means artha samuha. All objects referred by yad idam arthajatam abhidheya bhutam, whatever is the abhidheya, tasya abhidhana avyatirekat. All of that is not different from abhidhana. Tasya abhidhana avyatirekat. Abhidhana means name. Abhidheya means object. All the objects are not different from their names. So now I have already explained how. See in Tika, tad idam sarvam onkara eva iti sambandha. All this is nothing but Om. All objects are nothing but names. All names are nothing but Om. Therefore, all objects are Om. In this way there is sambandha. Abhidhana abhidhanasya abhidheyataya vyavasthitam अर्थजातम ओंकार एव इत्यत्र हेतुमाह. अभिधानस्य अभिधेयतया व्यवस्थितम. अभिधान means all the names being one with all the objects. Vyavasthitam. See 7 number tippani, there is one correction in that 7 number. Abhidheya matrasya onkara abhede, onkara bhede. It is written onkara bhede, it should become onkara bhede in 7 number tippani on page number 12. मिथो अपि अभेदापत्तेः. मिथो means mutual, परस्पर. कम्बुग्रीवादिमानेव घटपदाभिधेयो न अन्यः इत्येवम् अभिधेय व्यवस्था न स्यात् इति आशयेन विशिनष्टि. See, in the world right now there is vyavastha. What is the vyavastha? That Ghatapada is referring to only one object. What is that object? Kambu Grivadiman, that which has a neck and a belly and a flat bottom, which is called a pot, Ghata. So Ghatapada is referring to घट विषय. And this association is very well set in the world, in the Vyavahara. If you say everything, all objects are nothing but Om, because you are saying all objects are nothing but names, all names are nothing but Om. Therefore, what you are saying is all objects are nothing but Om. But we don't use one name for everything. Or let us say all objects are referred by Om and Om has different names. So Kambu Grivadiman, instead of saying Ghataha, I will say Pataha. Because all objects are nothing but Om and all names are nothing but Om. I can use any name for any object. Then there will not be Vyavastha. So, see that Tippani. Abhideya matrasya onkar abhede. If Abhideya matra, all Abhideya is, they are one with Onkara, मिथो अपि अभेदापत्ते है. Mutually, paraspara abheda, if there is, Kambu Grivadi man eva Ghatapada abhideyo, na anya. Ghatapada should refer to only that object which is Kambu Grivadi man, means which looks like having a griva, having a flat bottom and a tummy, etc. Not any other object. Iti evam abhideya vyavastha. This kind of vyavastha is there. If you say Om is all objects, then such vyavastha will not be there. Iti ashayana vishinashti vyavasthitam iti niyatam. This is vyavasthitam, means this is this kind of order, system is already there. व्यवस्थितम अर्थजातम ओंकार एव इति अत्र हेतुमाह. In that the hetu is given तस्य अभिधान अव्यतिरेकात्. On the next page now you see second number tippani on page 13. अभिधानात्मना एव अभिधेयस्य ओंकारत्मत्वं विवक्ष्यते न तु अभिधेयत्वेन. अभिधानात्मना एव अभिधेयस्य ओंकारात्मत्वं न तु अभिधेयत्वेन येन व्यवस्था विघटते इति भावः. So what is said is Kambu Grivadiman Vishaya is Ghataha, and Ghataha is nothing but Om. Therefore only we can say Kambu Grivadiman Vishaya is Om, not directly. Through Abhidhana, Abhideya is not different from Om. In this way we should understand. So indirectly only this connection is. See, this is possible because literally speaking all objects are only appearances. If I say dal roti is Brahma and stone and dirt is also Brahma, Therefore, instead of eating dal roti, you can eat stones. So it is said this is not correct. You cannot say dal roti is same as stone and dust. And so instead of eating dal roti, why don't you use this? They all are vivarta of Brahma. This I should understand. And as vivarta, you can say this is also Brahma, that is also Brahma. But you can't replace one for the other. Similarly, another example if you want to use, if the person is there, man, his wife is also Brahma, his mother is also Brahma, but you can't replace one for the other. They have different roles. So in the same way here also we should understand. टीका in the first line, तथापि पृथक अभिधान भेदः स्थास्यति नेत्याः. पूर्व पक्षी में से तथापि इवन देन पृथक अभिधान भेदः स्थास्यति, सेपरेट और डिस्टिंक्ट अभिधान भेद. अभिधान मीन्स द नेम्स. सेपरेट नेम्स would occur, would appear, would be there. Sthasyati, that vyavastha would happen, means all names would be different then. It is said no, netyaha. Bhashya, first line, page number 13. Abhidhanasya cha onkar avyatirekat onkar eva idam sarvam. All the names, abhidhana is not different from Om. So you can see why there is so much importance for the sound Om. Remember, when we say Om, actually we are referring to sound. Then if we don't, if somebody doesn't understand only sound, then they refer to that akriti, that form. But really speaking, it is the sound which is important, and everything is contained in that sound, and the whole creation is from there alone. So abhidhanasya cha onkara avyatirekat. Abhidhana is not different from onkara. Onkara eva idam sarvam. Onkara, that shabda alone is all. In tika, वाच्यम वाचक च सर्वम ओंकार मात्रम इति अभ्युपगमे अपि परम ब्रह्म पृथगेव स्थास्यति इति आशंक्याः. वाच्यम वाचकम च सर्वम ओंकार मात्रम. वाच्य means the object. Vachaka means the name of the object. All the objects and the names, all of them are sarvam onkar matram. Everything is Om alone. Iti abhyupagame api param brahma पृथक एव स्थास्यति. Parabrahma is पृथक, separate or distinct alone. पृथक एव स्थास्यति इति आशंक्य आह. पृथक एव स्थास्यति means Param Brahma will stand apart from all this. Even though we accept, Abhyupagama means acceptance. Even if we accept that all the names and objects are nothing but Om, what has that to do with Param Brahma? So now he is going to connect that with Brahma. In Bhashya, Param cha Brahma अभिधान अभिधेय उपाय पूर्वकम एव गम्यते इति ओंकार एव. So first you read this way, Param cha Brahma Onkara eva. That Param Brahma is nothing but Om. So Param Brahma, how it is Om? Param Brahma is indicated by Om, Lakshyartha. Yesterday I explained, not as Vachyartha but as Lakshyartha. So Param Brahma is indicated by Om. Abhidhana Abhidheya Upaya Purvakam Eva Gamyate. It is a means for Abhidhana Abhidheya Upaya. It is a means to refer to all names and all objects. Param Brahma is all names and all objects. To refer to all names and all objects, we use Om, because Om is indicator of Brahma. So when I am actually interested in objects and names, then Om is Vachyartha of Brahma. That Brahma is Saguna Brahma. When I am actually interested in referring to all objects and all names. But when I am interested in the existence which supports the objects and the consciousness because of which all names are expressed and understood. See, I will repeat that. When I am interested only in names and objects, Onkara is referring to Saguna Brahma, which means all these objects and names. But when I am interested in the existence because of which all external and internal objects exist, and consciousness because of which all names become revealed, all thoughts of these objects become revealed, when I am interested in that reality, Onkara is only indicator of Om, of that existence consciousness. So when we say Onkara is Brahma, this step we should remember. What are we referring to? Then when we say I am using Om for meditation, person who has this background, this person will know what he is thinking, what he is talking. Person who doesn't have this background, they will just chant Om and say, I am feeling good. See in the Tika. Yadhi param karanam brahma tacca tachet avagamyate tada. So param means karanam brahma. Param word is given in Bhashya. In Tika he says Param is Karanam Brahma. So this is what I said. When it is said Param is Brahma, as Karanam Brahma, Param is Om. And that is the Vachyartha. And when it is said Brahma is Karya Karana Vilakshana, then Om is only indicator. So Yadhi Param Karanam Brahma तच्चेत अवगम्यते तदा किंचिद अभिधानम तेन इदम अभिधेयम इति एवं आत्मक उपाय पूर्वकम एव तद अधिगमो. If I refer to Brahma as Karana Brahma, the cause of this creation, then I will understand this way. There is some name, for that name there is an object, kinchid abhidhanam, tena idam abhideyam. In this way, upaya purvaka adhigama. Adhigama means this kind of understanding, this kind of cognition will take place. अभिधेयम च स्वाभिधाना व्यतिरिक्तम तत्पुनरोंकार मात्रम इति उक्तत्वात्. एंड अभिधेय वस्तु इज स्व अभिधान अव्यतिरिक्तम. अभिधेयम इज स्व अभिधान अव्यतिरिक्तम. So the name is not different from that object. Abhideyam, abhideyancha swabhidhana avyatiriktam is not different from the object. Tat punara onkara matram, and that is not different from Om. Iti uktatvat vachyam brahma api. Vachyam brahma, not lakshyam. Vachyam brahma api vachaka abhinnam tan matram eva bhavishyati. So the Vachya Brahma means Karana Brahma is Vachaka Abhinnam. Vachaka is Om. Karana Brahma is not different from Om. They are one at the level of objects, names, at that reality, transactional reality. Tan matram eva bhavishyati. यत्र तो कार्य कारणातीते चिन्मात्रे वाच्य वाचक विभागो व्यावर्तते. बट वेयर कार्य कारण अतीते, दैट विच इज बियॉन्ड कॉज एंड इफेक्ट, मीन्स द एब्सोल्यूट रियलिटी विच इज बियॉन्ड cause and effect, beyond all names, beyond all objects, which is Chinmatra. So as I said, it is Sanmatra and Chinmatra. You have to remember both. Existence, pure unconsciousness. It transcends the Vachya Vachaka Vibhaga. Vachya Vachaka Vibhago Vyavartate. There it is not Vachya Vachaka because it is Lakshya. It is indicated only. No word can reveal that because it is avachya. That karya karana atita brahma is avachya. So vachya vachya vibhago tatra vyavartate, tatra nasti onkar matratvam. Then that is not onkar matra, but ओंकारेण लक्षणया तद अवगम अंगीकारात् इत्यर्थः. But through ओंकार lakshana it will be indicated. So you see how the whole thing comes together if you correctly understand. If you don't understand any piece, the whole puzzle will not be clear. Anand Giriji has taken lot of effort to explain all this. So lakshanaya tad avagamat angikarat ityarthah. 4 number tippani. Three number also we should see. Tatra nasti, that one also. 3 number tatra nasti iti amatras chaturtho avyavaharya iti श्रुत्या एव अन्ते वक्ष्यमाणत्वाद इति भावः. That चतुर्थ पाद which is कार्य कारण अतीत is amatra. Amatra means it is beyond akar ukar makar. So akar ukar makar, when you utter om, when you stop saying everything. Then what remains is what we are referring to, that is the indicator, and it is avyavaharya. So even vag vyavahara, mano vyavahara is not there. So amatras chaturtho avyavahara, this is what will be said in the 12th mantra iti bhava. 4th tippani, tatra yuktimaha lakshanaya iti. Lakshana, what is that? लक्षक पद अनुरक्त बुद्धि बोध्यत्व अभावात् न लक्ष्यस्य लक्षक पद अभेद इति भावः. लक्षक पद अनुरक्त, लक्षक पद will be Ganga, Lakshya will be Tira. When it is said Gangayam Ghoshaha, there is a village in Ganga, or a Mahatma is sitting in Ganga. Nobody can sit in Ganga ji. You see the flow of Ganga ji, you sit there, you go to Ganga Sagar. So sitting in Ganga ji means sitting at the bank of Ganga ji. This is the Lakshana. So what is said here is Lakshaka pada, this Omkar pada is Lakshaka. Lakshaka pada anurakta buddhi bodhyatvat. Buddhi bodhyatva abhavat. It is not buddhi gamya, buddhi bodhyatva abhavat na lakshyasya lakshaka pada abheda. Lakshya object is not one with the Lakshaka pada. Just as Ganga pada and Tira, they are different. Because Ganga refers to Pravaha and Tira has no sign of Pravaha. So their connection is really not there. In the same way here also. Lakshyasya Lakshaka pada na abheda. Na is there in the beginning. फर्दर इन टीका तस्य इत्यादि श्रुतिम अवतार्य व्याकरोति तस्य. तस्य इन भाष्य तस्य एतस्य परापर ब्रह्म रूपस्य अक्षरस्य ओम इत्येतस्य उपव्याख्यानम. तस्य एतस्य of this Parapara Brahma Rupasya. Now both Brahma Rupas are indicated, Para Brahma and Apara Brahma, higher and lower. Tasya Tasya Parapara Brahma Rupasya Aksharasya. Akshara means imperishable. Om iti etasya upavyakyanam. This is the upavyakyanam of Om etasya upavyakyanam. What is upavyakyanam? He is saying in the next line. Brahma pratipatti upayatvat Brahma samipataya vispashtam prakathanam upavyakyanam. This is Brahma pratipatti means jnanam. Brahma jnana upaya. If I want to gain the knowledge of Brahma, the closest that I can get is Brahma Samipa, Atyanta Samipa, the most proximate and very clear exposition. Vispashtam Prakathanam Upavyakyanam Prastutam, which is presented. This should be known. Veditavyam iti Vakya Sheshaha. In this way it should be known. So what is said here is this Om is something which will help me in understanding Brahma. And how I should understand Om? So it is said Om should be understood means it will be said Om should be understood as something which includes gross, subtle and causal universe. Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Prapancha. So when I have the knowledge of gross, subtle and causal creation indicated by Om, represented by Om, let us say as Vachyartha, that will then indicate absolute reality. टिप्पणी नंबर 1 you see ब्रह्म समीपतया इति ओंकारस्य ब्रह्म सामीप्यं तु ब्रह्म प्रतिपत्ति अव्यवहित पूर्व प्रतिपत्ति विषयत्व रूपम. ओंकार is proximate to ब्रह्म. ब्रह्म प्रतिपत्ति अव्यवहित पूर्वक should be. Purva means पूर्वक प्रतिपत्ति. There is nothing in between Brahma and Om. Brahma प्रतिपत्ति अव्यवहित पूर्वक प्रतिपत्ति. Because if there is something in between, then I have to know that in between entity also. But here there is nothing. अभिधान प्रतिपत्ति पूर्वक, you see here k is given. अभिधान प्रतिपत्ति पूर्वकत्वाद अभिधेय प्रतिपत्ति है. So when I have clear knowledge of the word, then I will have clear knowledge of the object. ओंकारम ही ब्रह्म अभिधानम. ओंकारो ही ब्रह्म अभिधानम तद अभिधेयम च ब्रह्म. ब्रह्म is the object, Om is the name. Just as Ghata is the name and Kambhugrivadiman is the object, in the same way here also. In टीका भूतम इत्यादि श्रुतिम गृहीत्वा व्याचष्टे. Now the next part is the भूतम भवद भविष्य. So the श्रुति in भाष्य you see भूतम भवद भविष्यदिति कालत्रय परिच्छेद्यम तदप्योंकार एव. भूतम भवद भविष्यदिति, past, present and future. Bhavat means what is happening, present continuous. Bhutam bhavat bhavishyat iti kalatraya parichhedyam, conditioned by the 3 periods of time. Yat, whatever that is, tadapi onkara eva, that is also onkara eva. Ukta nyayatah, because of the ukta nyaya. See in tika now. वाच्यस्य वाचका भेदात् तस्य च ओंकार मात्रत्वात् इति उक्तो न्याय. What is the न्याय? वाच्य is not different from vachaka and that is not different from Om. वाच्यस्य वाचका भेदात् तस्य च ओंकार मात्रत्वात्, and therefore everything of past, present and future, all of that is nothing but Om alone. This is the rule. Nyaya means this is the rule. Niyama. कालत्रयातीतम ओंकारातिरिक्तम जड़म वस्तु नास्ति एव प्रमाण अभावात् इति आशंका. कालत्रय अतीत. Now it is said that which is beyond 3 periods of time. So what is there beyond 3 periods of time? Everything is within 3 periods of time. Kalatraya atitam. You say Kalatraya, whatever is there in 3 periods of time, is Om. Beyond that, Kalatraya Atitam, Omkar Atiriktam, other than Om, there is no Jada Vastu. Jadam Vastu Nasti eva, Pramana Bhava. There is no Pramana. Iti Ashankya Aha. In Bhashya, Yachanya Trikalatītam Karya Adhigamyam Kala Aparichhedyam Avyakritadi Tadapyu Omkara. Yachanyat, whatever else that is there, Trikala Atitam, beyond 3 periods of time, Karya Adhigamyam, that which is known through Karya, Kala Aparichhedyam, and it is not conditioned by time. What is not conditioned by time is Avyakrita, unmanifest. Avyakritadi Tadapyonkara, that is also Om. So that is further explained in Tika. What is Avyakrita Adi? Means Avyakrita is Ishvara, and Hiranyagarbha, Virat, you have to take all of this. So Virat is included in Bhutam Bhavat Bhavishyat. Hiranyagarbha and Ishvara are not included. So it is said Om is all of that. Om is Hiranyagarbha also, Om is Ishvara also in this. See in Tika, Kala, Avyakritam. What is Avyakritam? Sabhasam Ajnanam Anirvachyam Tanna Kalena Parichhidyate. Ajnanam means Anirvachaniyam. In that there is Chidabhasa. With Chidabhasa, the Avidya or Anirvachaniya Maya is called Ishvara. 5 number Tippani. See, 5 number says Avyakritam Ishwaropadhihi. And Sutram, 6 number says Hiranyagarbho. तन्न कालेन परिच्छिद्यते. कालम प्रति अपि कारणत्वात्. It is even karana of kala. Ishvara is karana of kala, or avidya is karanam of kala. कार्यस्य कारणात् पश्चात् भाविनो न प्राग भावी कारण परिच्छेदकत्वं संगच्छते. Ishvara cannot be conditioned by time. Why? Because time comes after Ishvara. Kala comes later. Therefore, Ishvara is not conditioned by time. That is what is said here. Kalasya api karanatvat. It is the cause of Kala also. And Karyasya karanat paschat bhavinah. Karya is later in time than Karana. Therefore, Kala cannot condition its own cause. Parichedakatvam na sangacchate. Sutram adipadena grihyate. Avyakrita adi. Adi means sutra. Sutra means Hiranyagarbha. Grihyate. Tadapi na kalena parichhetum shakyate. Even that is not conditioned by time. How do you say? There is one Shruti quotation. Sa samvatsaro abhavan na ha pura tataha samvatsara asa iti. Saha samvatsaro abhavan. Saha, that Hiranyagarbha itself became time. Prior to that, pura tataha pura samvatsara na asa. Before that there was no time, which is true. This even Kala Kalpana begins after Hiranyagarbha. Iti sutrat कालोत्पत्ति ही श्रुते है. दिस इज द सूत्र. सो थ्रू दिस काल उत्पत्ति इज ऑल्सो डिस्कस्ड. तदपि सर्वम ओंकार मात्रम वाच्यस्य वाचक अव्यतिरेक न्यायात इत्यर्थः. ऑल दिस इज नथिंग बट ओम. वाच्य इज नॉट डिफरेंट फ्रॉम वाचक. वाच्यस्य वाचक अव्यतिरेक न्यायात. इट इज नॉट डिफरेंट फ्रॉम what is revealing or the revealer is one with revealed. In this way it is pointed out. With this first mantra, bhashya, tika, tippani, everything is complete up to page number 13. Tomorrow we will see second mantra, page 14. Om Purnamadah पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. ओम.